Hi, Sonya. Hello, hello. We've got incense going. I got new incense in. Oh my God, it smells so good. It is vanilla, and I have it here for Aphrodite. I asked her if she wanted vanilla or if she was in the mood for this other one, which is jasmine. She was like, vanilla. She's here with us, and I had two songs running through my head the entire time I was like prepping her space. She's got a little lotus candle and a beautiful shell. You know, she's got her little area here. And so I'm like getting it all prepped and getting the incense ready. And the two songs that came in, the first one was When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish. And the lyric that came in was, don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose, you can't afford to. And yeah, like that was like the song lyric, and I was like, huh, okay, that's interesting. And then I have the song by Beyonce, Hold Up, and it was the part where she's like, um, hold up, they don't love you like I love you, but the part that was like, what's worse, looking jealous or crazy. Um, I don't like being walked all over lately. I'd rather be crazy. Okay, so they're like, hold up, hold up. I'd rather be crazy. So those were the two songs that were coming in, and I was kind of jamming out. Um, Very interesting. So let's get into this Aphrodite energy. I think we're ready. Aphrodite, I want to first, I like to do it on camera when I invite them in. So let's go ahead and invite Aphrodite in on camera. Aphrodite, as you join us, please channel your beauty, your grace, your love energy to Sonya during the reading. Please give us clear, concise, and entertaining messages. Yeah, that are perfect for what Sonya needs to hear. So let's go ahead and get into this. She's so cute. Aphrodite's energy is like this pink cloud of just fuzzy, warm happiness, and okay, so she says this is like the start this whole thing. So it's so funny, like your persona and how you kind of the energy that you carry when it comes to romance and relationships is so interesting. So Sonya, you're like kind of giving off that like kind of bad bitch Rihanna, Beyonce, like icon. I just saw Elizabeth Taylor. Like there's that energy of that like you carry yourself in a certain way and you have high expectations for yourself, and you're like, this is like what I need right now. Like I need this to happen. I need you to show up like this. Um and then it's very exciting. It's very interesting because like everybody has their own like attraction style, and yours is, you're so powerful. Like you have such a powerful energy and a powerful presence and aura when it comes to just who you are as a person and how you carry yourself. And you know, it really is this funny, like this, like I cannot get this Beyonce Hold Up like music video out of my head, but like when she's coming out with the I don't know if you've seen the music video, but when she comes out and the water just like flows down the stairs, and then she's like all in yellow, and that energy of like, yeah, like I'm gorgeous and I'm like, I'm beautiful and gracious, but like I will literally mess you up if you like the rowdy boy energy. Like, yeah, you got that. Like I will blow up your car, right? Like, I mean, she blows up the car. She like smashes it with she's got the bat that she's kind of swinging. And so there's that very, yeah, powerful dynamic that you have in your energy. And I think when it comes to love, it's interesting because, I don't know how to explain this. It's like you're like, this is what I expect of you. Like, this is how I need you to show up. And then at the same time, you're like, no one's ever going to show up like that for me. So it's funny because it's like, well, I'm not like, who's going to show up like I need them to show up? Like, I have this standard and I need you to show up here. It's like, who's going to show up for me like that? See, Aphrodite is very interesting. She's sitting here and kind of smiling, and I'm kind of, her energy is very kind of, she's smiling right now. You have such a lot of of a combination of Mars energy and the Aphrodite kind of energy. And I think that your beauty and your attraction is in your power. Um, but I think when it comes to attraction, there's a certain level. Aphrodite is kind of sitting back. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, have you ever seen those, like, a chaise lounge where they're like kind of sitting back, like, you know, like if someone fainted on a fainting couch, or, you know, I don't know, like you're on a therapist couch and you're just kind of like that. She's kind of like not a damsel in distress, but she's kind of like allowing um these guys to like serve her drinks right now. So I'm trying to like paint the picture here. She's sitting on a beach in a chaise lounge and like kind of letting people like serve her, like letting people come to her and letting people like give her what she needs. And it's very different from that like coming out there and like getting it yourself. And I feel like there's a receptivity to this energy of allowing people to come to you and allowing them to kind of get you and chase you and serve you and like, you know, be that for you. And I think that part of this is like you've provided so much for other people and you've always been in that kind of more provider role. And see, there's nothing wrong with it either. Like there's nothing wrong with it because she's not trying to like, you know, poke holes in this or like, you know, in any way say that, because part of it's your personality. It's not terrible. It's just like, I think in some element of this in love, it's okay to kick back on your chaise lounge and allow someone to show up for you. Because like you have to set the stage of like, this is my expectation, but it's like now like, okay, now I'm going to sit back and you're going to show up for me. And there's a need to kind of trust that it is possible for someone to do that for you, and to affirm like consistently that you're worthy of receiving that kind of like attention. Like you're worthy of receiving that love. You're worthy of receiving the best versions of them, and like constantly affirming like, yeah, like I don't have to do anything to get it. And there is that like, yeah, it's that like I need to do something to get it, like the give and take here. And it's like you don't have to do anything to get it. So it's like this weird like change of thoughts. Like it's almost like Aphrodite's like, the less I do, the sexier I am. Like it's such a weird, I just blew the candle out. I love that. Yeah, the less I do, the sexier I am here. It's like I don't have to work hard to like get that kind of attention. She's just kind of like, she's relaxing. And there's something being really, really comfortable and relaxed too, because I think like, I just heard Rihanna work, right? Like I guess working. All I do is work. So she's like, there's like a lot of work. Like I feel like you feel like right now in relationships you have to put in a lot of work in order to get something back in return. And like Aphrodite's just like, yeah, no, I just like the more I am just chilling and relaxed, like the more people want to serve me and like help me. And you're like, oh, I just felt like that cringe that you may have just given me energetically. You're like, oh, like I hate you. Like maybe you, I don't know, maybe you've been around people that are like that with love, or like women that are like, well, I don't need a man to give me like, and she gets it. Like she totally gets it. But there's something here about like, it's okay to kick your feet up. Like there's a balancing, like, because there's nothing wrong with being that like, you know, strong self starter, someone who really is like, you know, going after your dreams and your hopes and like the aspirations and that diva like strength energy. Like all of that is wonderful. Like all of that's wonderful. But then when it comes to love, it's like okay to let someone do that for you. It's okay to like give them that opportunity to do that for you. And you know, it's funny too, because it's like she keeps saying like positive reinforcement. So like she's like positive reinforcement, and so I don't know what she means by like if I need to like more positively spin the message here. She shook her head. So so positive reinforcement. Okay, so it's like she's asking, so you may have just asked her something along the lines, or you're in your mind, you're like, well, how do I get this person to show up like that for me? And then that mentality is like, well, you have to do something in order to get them to like respond in certain ways. But it's really like, it's energetically, partially it's energetically like, I am allowing you to show up for me in this way, and I'm open and ready to receive that treatment, and I know I'm worthy of that treatment. And I know that I don't have to put in a lot of work in order to receive this like equal, return, and this equal love that I'm giving. Like, I just know I'm worthy of it. I know I'm worthy of attention. I know that I'm worthy of gifts. I know that I'm worthy of compliments. I know I'm gorgeous. I don't have to lift a finger, and that's how worthy I am. I don't have to do a dang thing. I am worthy. I am built and born worthy. Every breath I take is worthiness. Like, every little bit of it, it's like, I don't have to do anything. And the key here is like, you don't have to earn anything. Like, you don't have to do anything. And there's like an ease here to this whole thing. And in terms of like a lot of it, like I would say 90% of that is just getting into that flow, into that energy of like, yes, deserving and willingness. And by the way, I need to hear this message. It's not just for you, it's for both of us. So don't feel like I'm calling you out, because I'm over here like kind of taking notes low key in my brain. So it's like that's like part of it, because if you think of like, she's showing me a magnet, like a giant magnet. And if you think of like what magnetizes things, sometimes it's like weight. And so like, if you just kind of, how do I explain? She's trying to explain this to me. I'm trying really hard to explain what I'm saying. Okay. So think about like something that has a lot of like a magnetic energy, or like gravity, right? Something like a force like that doesn't have to like exert energy in order to get something to move. It just is such a magnetic force that it pulls things towards it. So it's not even like you have to go out and find that person. It's literally just like focusing on being that magnetic energy, and bringing more of that gravity to your energy and that weight to your energy. And all of it is done with that like worthiness, that aura of like, I don't have to do anything. I am literally gorgeous. Like, I'm literally so gorgeous. Like, of course everyone wants me. Like, of course, like, look at me. Jesus, I'm Aphrodite. I'm just literally laying here. I am love. I am the goddess of love. I am desire. I am it. I literally am it. I don't have to go out and chase people? Like, are you crazy? Like, she's over here just like, oh man, I'm on my chaise lounge. And that's like 90% of it. And then the other percent of it, because it's like you're already going to pull that people in. But then all of it, the rest of the 10% is just like positive reinforcement. Like, now it's allowing them to do those things for you, and also finding the one that you want and giving that positive interest back. So all the work you have to do is really just pick the one that you want and give that interest back, and say, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Well, actually, just this is what I like. Like, I want to see more of this, and then focusing more on the good traits that they have energetically, and just being like, I liked what that happened, and I want more of that. Yeah, because the pulling, the positive, the positivity, or the thing that you're trying to attract, like focusing in on that, how do I say this, attribute or trait, and that's what you're wanting to attract. So, for example, how do I explain this? She's like half speaking through me and half like miming over here, and she's like, yeah, like the thing. Aphrodite, I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's just give like a real world example. So we're over here in our chaise lounge, hanging out on the beach, and let's take the men thing out of it. Let's just take the men thing out of it. Let's translate this into something like an umbrella drink. We deserve an umbrella drink. We really do. We deserve an umbrella drink. We're laying on the cabana in our chaise lounge, and we want an umbrella drink right now. And we like, of course we deserve an umbrella drink. And like, yes, we're gorgeous. And yes, we like paid for this all you can eat resort. And like, yeah, like, of course we're going to have an umbrella drink. Like, it's ours. And we already know that they're going to come with our umbrella drink. And there's literally nothing that we have to do. except pick what kind of drink we want, right? It's like, well, what's our order? And so at that point, it's like a matter of just putting your order in and just being like, I want this thing. Like I want a Dirty Shirley, which is a new drink that I just heard of. Apparently it's a Shirley Temple with vodka. I really want it. And I really want a Dirty Shirley. So that's the intention that I'm setting. And when the waiter comes, I'm going to order that drink and then it's going to be mine. So like this is like the kind of process that it's taking with men too. So like you're already worthy of it. You're already like in this like all you can eat buffet, aka the universe where everything that you desire is attracted to you. And you know, now it's a matter of putting the order into the waiter, aka the universe, and saying, I want this type of relationship and this type of person. And this is the kind of thing I want. Of course I'm worthy of it. Like, yeah, like I was born worthy, and I really don't have to do that much to do it, because this is just, I'm in an all you can eat buffet or resort or whatever. And so I can just chill here and set my intention for this thing to come. Now, if we were to do this differently and we were like, well, I want this thing, but I also, maybe I don't want this thing. Maybe I really don't want, so it's like telling the waiter, like, I want a Dirty Shirley is what I want. It's like, well, I don't want anything with pineapple. Like, I really don't want pineapple. I hate pineapple. He's like, well, what do you want? And I'm just like, you know what? Like, it better not have pineapple in it. Like, you know what? Pineapple in the past, like, I ate it and it made my face swell up because I'm allergic to pineapple. And he's like, okay, but like, what do you want though? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, maybe, I mean, I love a Dirty Shirley, but like, I know you don't really have a Dirty Shirley because like, they don't even really exist here because it's like, just like a Shirley Temple that's like vodka, but like, it's like, I'm sure you guys don't have that on your menu. So like, maybe I guess like the next best thing would be like a tequila sunrise. He's like, oh, actually we do have like Dirty Shirleys, but like, you know, you could have just asked for that and explained it to me, but like, you know, it's like that. So it's like this whole like back and forth of like, I was just like, ask for what you want and know you deserve it, and like you're in like an all exclusive resort. Like I don't know if this is like a good analogy. She's like, you're in the weeds with the analogy, but like it's like that. It's like there's like a need to really order what you want and like really request what you want, and then reinforcing that positive behavior. So like instead of focusing on the negatives of something, because you're like attracting this like mixed energy, like focusing more on like the good things and what you do want and what types of things you are looking for, and then honing in your magnetic power towards those things. I'm so sorry I went on this huge tangent about Dirty Shirley's, but like that's the kind of energy she's embodying right now. Okay, so Aphrodite, I love you. Is there more messages? Do you want to change directions? She's laughing. She's like shaking her head at me. Okay. So she wants you to know there's not like one way to be magnetic either. Like you can be, because it's like you can still be going after what you want and being assertive and like, you know, going after your dreams. It's just when it comes to love, there's this need to really sort of just allow things to happen, like allow people to show up for you and allow things to come to you and for you, like and knowing your worthiness and like having that weight behind you. I think you have extremely high standards, which is good. But then on the other side of it, it's like I'm hearing the when the party's over song is like, don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose, you can't afford to. So like it's almost like you've learned to lose so many different times that part of you is just like, well, the party's over. Like at some point I think that, you know, there could be part of you that really is like, well, maybe the party's over for me. Like maybe this isn't going to work out. I've lost so many different times that I've learned to lose. Like I'm good with maybe not having it. And funny enough, dropping that attachment may be what really gets this person to come in. But besides that, it's like a need to know that you do deserve it and you're worthy of it. And also like sort of like the past is not a bearing on the future. So like even though things have happened in the past, that doesn't mean that this is how it's going to go. You can choose for it to go in the same way, or you could choose for something different to happen. yeah, because the song goes on, it's like, I'm quiet when I'm coming home when I'm on my own. And I could lie and say I like it like that. I like it like that. I could lie and say I like it like that. Like it's like, you know, it's happening. Like maybe you don't feel like you have what you want, but it's like I could lie and say that this is okay. Or you could admit that you do actually do want something different. You do want more. You do want that type of that relationship. This is also, it's connected a little bit to heart chakra, but my eyes are kind of like, what is going on with my eyes right now? Oh, it's giving me like a little bit of a headache. It's like, ah, like, ah. Yeah, maybe it gives you a headache to think about it. You're like, ah, I don't want someone. I don't want to need someone. That goes back to something maybe deeper of like when you've needed people and they maybe didn't show up for you. You've had to become very self-sufficient and learn to just take care of your own needs and be like, well, I guess I don't need them. And it's less about like desire and need are kind of like a weird thing. Like, do you really need some of the things that we desire? I don't know. It's like separating that like of you want it, so therefore it is, right? Like it's like you know, like talking yourself out of the things that you desire and saying that like you're not worthy of it, or not that you're not worthy of it, but just like, well, I don't need it, I guess. Like, well, but you want it. And like, so, and Aphrodite is explaining like if you have it on your heart to experience something, like you really really want to experience that type of love, you want that type of commitment, you want that, it's on your heart for a reason. Like it was sent to you from the universe and delivered to your heart for a specific reason. And a lot of the, I guess you could say, quote, work or action items are just like tearing apart that sort of idea that you always have to kind of be self-sufficient, and rely completely on your own self, because you know you absolutely can. I think it's like you've proved that you can do this. Like you proved that you can like live on your own and be self-sufficient and do great things. But you know, do you like it like that? It's like I could lie and say I like it like that, but like is that really what you want? Because like if you're honest about what you want, then at that point you're like submitting a very clear order to the universe, and then it's a matter of relaxing and allowing that like to come and to receive it. um and again, it's that positive, like that positive reinforcement of it, right? It's like I do deserve it, I am worthy of it, and like, yeah, I'm gonna receive it and I don't have to do anything. Like it's the not doing is very critical. It's a critical piece of this whole message. Like Aphrodite, do you like literally, I've never seen her like show up like this on a chaise lounge in a beach. Like she never really does this, and she's not getting off the lounge. Like she's literally lounging, like she's doing absolutely nothing right now. And normally she's like kind of beat bopping around the room and doing other things. Like she's literally kicking back and just relaxing. And I think that she's showing up just like this, by the way. This is exactly what she looks like right now. She's gorgeous, but that's exactly what she's doing. She's just laying back and relaxing. And that's something too. And so yeah, there's a little bit of that energy coming in. Like you don't have to do anything except be very clear about what you do desire, know that you're worthy of it, and then allow yourself to receive. And when people do start showing up, because you have a lot of gravity, you're so powerful. Like that's the thing. I mean, literally, you've got some gorgeous, like iconic, like strong women coming in that are like just in your energy, that are like that very very strong woman, kind of archetype, but like seriously, they're just like in your energy. I just saw Elizabeth Taylor again, which is she's such a badass. God, I love Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, she doesn't have to try hard though. Like she's just not, you don't have to try hard for that. You just are that, like there, you just are sexy. Like there's everything about you is sexy. um Okay, what else, Aphrodite? I feel like I'm going on tangents. getting a download. You know, you're unlocking, you're gonna, oh gosh, I don't know if you've, when, at the time that you've seen this, if you've seen shifts this week when it comes to your energy, because I just felt, I just feel like your energy shifted. And so I don't know if like you've started shifting things in a dramatic way, but you may start seeing things start to reflect out. You know, because I think that part of it was like the open and ready to receive love. Like I'm seeing her like say that you kind of are. Like so I like her lounging on the chaise. I think you are ready and open, like you've opened, how do I say this? Like dislodged some barrier or blockage that was like opening your ability to receive. Like just recently. So like that started opening up, and now it's like the not doing is what's next. Like you don't have to do anything. And I the affirmation, like, no, it's that's coming through is like, I am perfect. Like I don't have to think perfectly or act perfectly or be perfect in any moment to deserve everything that I desire. It's like it's mine already. I am perfectly perfect for everything that I desire. And so there's like not a doing. It's like you are perfect. And so I think a lot of the time that's something else. Like I don't want to say chase love, because you're not like, you have really high standards, but like I think there is that like I have to do something and I have to like make some actions happen. Like I have to make something happen. But it's a lot easier. Like it feels like a lot easier and more of a vacation and more effortless. And again, it's just focusing on the positives over and over and over, focusing on like what you do want. And letting that be your homework. Like just like every day, like what is it that I really do want? And coming from the position of like knowing that you deserve it and that it's yours. So, you know, it's not just like the wanting of it, of like, well, I want this, but it's also like I put my order in, okay, now it's mine, right? It's a declaration of this. That may be a good, you know, if you like meditations and visualizations and stuff, like imagining yourself on the beach in a chaise lounge and just be like having that perfect person coming to you, like, and just be like, here, I'm here, like, right? Like that could be a good visualization, but just for funsies. But that's the kind of energy she's giving me, and kind of her message. But let me go ahead and see if we can pull some cards and get just a little bit more detail. We're gonna do, actually I have to use this one, sorry. We're gonna use this one because DIY not. This is a new deck to me. It's called the Ostara Tarot, and I am still getting used to it, but she wants to use that one. Funny, no one wants to use this deck. I haven't used this deck. I got it like 3 weeks ago, and I've used it like 2 or 3 times, like not very much, but it's okay. That is the one we're going to use today. Okay, Aphrodite. Oh yes, I was going to say, what do you need to know? We have the 3 of Cups. Aw, how sweet. Okay, so this card is very interesting. See, the imagery of this is very different too, but it's someone like kind of relaxing in a bath, maybe. I'm also seeing kind of like you coming up from the surface, and the 3 of Cups is a card of celebration and friendship and joy. I'm also seeing, like, I'm really drawn to this like reflection. I'm covering it, but of course I am covering it. There's like an eye in this cup that's being reflected back out. And I think that you're opening up to more of what you do need and what you do want. And I do think as well, it's like a lot of friendships. There's a lot of frogs, which can also mean kind of exploring your emotions a little bit more. And sharing it with people around you, like sharing your emotions and what you are wanting and desiring with your friends and people around you. What else? What else? What else? What is your advice, Aphrodite? Okay. Oh my Lord, the Magician. My goodness. You're manifesting it. Yes, you're so powerful. My goodness. so freaking powerful. You're so powerful, you can literally manifest anything that you desire. This is the thing, like, this is that manifestation power, is like everything that we were describing, that's like manifesting, right? And that's what she's saying. She's like, you're so powerful, like, focus on what you want. And a lot of what you do with manifesting is like, you strengthen your ability to like pull things towards you. It's not about like actually going out there and fighting and working really, really hard. It's like just like attracting it to you. So that's exactly what you're doing right now. This one is also the 9 of Cups. My God, you've got such good energy. This is like your wishes literally can be fulfilled. This is pure contentment and happiness. And do you see, we were just talking about them literally doing nothing. Do you see how they're literally sleeping? Like just chilling out and like just all hanging out together, doing literally nothing. Like there's a lot of nothing happening right now. They're not running after something. They're all like closing their eyes, chilling out. Like it's a little bit more of a chilled energy and allowing these things to come to you. So hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, what else? What else, Aphrodite? What other messages do you have? Advice, please. Hilarious. One more card, I think. Okay, this one. I can't. She's like, she said what she said. She said what she said. Literally. This is the what is this? 4 of Swords, which is literally a card. I can't. It's a 4 of Swords. It's the card of rest. It literally is the card of rest. It's laying down the sword. It's taking a little bit of a nap and just relaxing. This is fully 100% exactly what she was saying. Like, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to do so much. There's not like any actions that you really have to take except to just kind of ease into things and really focus on like what your wishes are. Like, because this is like wishes fulfilled, like all the feeling of having everything that you've ever wanted, and like what does wish fulfillment look like, and then dreaming and relaxing and easing into it. But you have the power to manifest all of that you've ever wanted, but a lot of it now is just like relaxing into it, with love in particular. Yes. Okay, let me go ahead and pull more. What cards do I need to pull? We're going to go into this one. This is I don't think I've used these with you. Maybe not. Maybe I have. Can't remember. These guys are, every time I use them, their cards will fly. I'm hoping I don't drop the entire deck, but like, it would not surprise me if I did that. It's like so many cards always flying around. Let me see. I want to just see if there, like, what is coming up next for you. What's coming up next when it comes to, it says you are highly thought of with a bow. Okay. Yeah, okay, Aphrodite loves you, first of all. You're highly thought of and absolutely adores you. So that's the first message. And I think that also there's somebody who, just fell on the ground. Someone who really adores you and loves you and it really thinks of you a lot. This card fell on the ground, so you know it's really important. Pin. Ooh, there's a new job or career. Okay. Could be a new person as well that's coming in, but like, yeah, there's like something new happening. Okay. And so cute, so cute. Yeah, like there's some newness happening, and I think this is also a new attitude about things, like a new way of thinking about things. You have the moon, so there are some changes in your life that are happening. I think that Aphrodite is here to help you with not just your desire for a person or a specific type of relationship, but also just for other things in your life, like your career, your job, some positive life changes, the way that other people view you, yeah. We have Tiger. This is doing something risky and taking a chance. And Tiger is also a very, very fierce, divine feminine energy, which is like kind of like your energy. Okay, it's like the Tiger energy is a very like good spirit animal for you, because like the Tiger is extremely feminine and very, very beautiful, but also has that ferocity and that like that strength about it. So the Tiger is like a really good animal spirit for you right now, but there is that part of you that is willing to take a chance and like do something different. And you know, I think that like there is this energy of relaxing and knowing that like the good things can come to you and you don't have to always like do something risky, right? It's almost like it's like do nothing, and just ease your way through it. And, instead of always feeling like you have to run after something, but that tiger energy is definitely your spirit animal. I have wedge, which is someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And so I think whatever wedge, which that wedge felt like it's in my heart chakra. There's that blockage or something. It's coming out. It's removed. Okay. So that wedge, I think, is something that Aphrodite is working on dislodging so that you can have more of what you want. And then the bird perched. You could be waiting for news, a package, or a letter. You could be waiting for some kind of communication to come through. I want like clarification on what is going to be the resolution towards that. That was fast. Okay. Quill, get back to the basics. Someone may write you or text you something, some kind of news. Some kind of news. What is going on? Jesus. Oh, it could be compliments from an admirer. You may get a text from somebody you dated in the past or something like that. It could be a text from somebody who could be an Aries. I just saw with the Ram. It could be an Aries, but yeah, some stubborn person in the past that like you thought like, oh, they're never gonna text me, or they're never gonna change their mind. They're just they're stuck in their ways or whatever. And I feel like there's like maybe a wedge that was between you guys. Maybe Aphrodite's helping clear out that wedge, helping change this person's mind or the behavior, because they do think of you highly, this person. Highly thought of. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope this is helpful. Aphrodite, I love her. Oh my God, do I love her energy? Not to say she didn't do anything at all, but like, this was like such a funny way of her expressing herself today. Like, I've never seen that before. It's so cute. So fun. This is a fun reading. By the way, I literally needed this message too. So don't feel like I was calling you out here. Like, I needed to hear this too. So, I hope this is helpful, Sonya, and I'm so excited for our meeting on Saturday morning. If you have any questions for me before then, please let me know. And I'm wishing you all the best in the world. All right, I'll talk to you later. Love you so much. I'm sending love and light your way. All right, bye.